Have you ever noticed how easily we expect grace, but how hard it can be to give it? There's a powerful story Jesus told that hits this right on the head, and a single verse from it just stops you in your tracks. It's from Matthew 18, verse 28. But the same servant went out and found one of his fellow servants, which owed him 100 pence. And he laid hands on him and took him by the throat, saying, Pay me that thou owest. Wow, just imagine the scene. This guy, the servant, has just walked out of the king's presence. He was on the hook for an astronomical debt, something like $1 billion in today's money, a sum he could never, ever repay in 1,000 lifetimes. He begged for mercy, and the king, full of compassion, just wiped the slate clean, forgave it all. He walks out of that throne room a free man, literally saved from ruin. You'd think he'd be floating on air, filled with gratitude, ready to show that same kindness to everyone he meets, right? But that's not what happens. The verse says the same servant went out, the very same guy, and what's the first thing he does? He hunts down a coworker, a fellow servant, who owes him a small amount of money. The original text suggests it was about 100 days' wages. It's not nothing, but compared to the billion-dollar debt he was just forgiven, it's pocket change. It's a drop in the ocean. And his reaction is shockingly violent. He laid hands on him and took him by the throat. This isn't just a firm request for payment. This is aggression. This is rage. He's physically choking the man, demanding, Pay me what you owe. The whiplash is stunning. The man who just received unimaginable mercy shows absolutely zero. He experienced grace but refuses to extend it. The contrast is the entire point of Jesus' story. It's designed to make us uncomfortable, to make us ask, how could he do that? And that, yes, where the story pivots from an ancient parable to a mirror for our own lives. We might not literally grab people by the throat. Our HR department would probably have a few things to say about that. But don't we do the same thing in other ways? Maybe we do it with sharp, cutting words designed to put someone in their place. Or maybe we do it with the cold shoulder, with intentional silence that screams our disapproval. Think about it. We keep a mental spreadsheet of wrongs done to us. We hold on to grudges like they're precious treasures. We save the screenshots. We rehearse the arguments in our head, solidifying our case for why we are right and they are wrong. We tell ourselves, I'll be polite, but I will never forget what they did. In that moment, we're grabbing them by the throat and demanding, Pay me what you owe. Pay me the apology you owe me. Pay me the respect you owe me. Pay me for the hurt you caused me. We all want grace for ourselves. When we're the ones who mess up, we hope for understanding. We pray for patience from God. We want a second chance from our friends and family. We desperately want people to see our good intentions, not just our failures. But then, the moment someone else slips up, a friend says something careless, a family member lets us down, a coworker makes a mistake that affects our work, suddenly the tables turn. We transform from grace seekers into debt collectors. We become hyper-focused accountants, auditing every single offense and demanding full payment. Jesus, through this parable, gently but firmly exposes this hypocrisy in our hearts. He's saying that forgiven people are meant to be forgiving people. The logic is simple and profound. It's not about whether the other person deserves our forgiveness. Let's be honest, they often don't. But the point is, we didn't deserve it either. The grace we've received from God was not based on our merit or our ability to pay him back. It was a free gift given out of pure love and mercy. So this verse is a powerful, personal challenge. It forces us to look in the mirror and ask a tough question. Am I living like someone who truly understands the depth of my own forgiveness? Does the way I treat the people who have wronged me reflect the incredible grace I've been shown? When someone owes me 100 pence, do I react with a chokehold of resentment or with the open hand of mercy? Showing mercy isn't a sign of weakness. It's not about letting people walk all over you. It's the ultimate proof that grace has actually landed in your heart and isn't just a nice idea you believe in. It's the evidence that you're not just a servant who was forgiven, but one who has been truly changed by that forgiveness. So let's choose to cancel the small debts, because we've been forgiven an impossibly large one. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content that dives deep into these life-changing truths. See you next time.